All right, guys. So good evening and welcome. My name is Gediminas, and it is my pleasure to present tonight's speaker, the unstoppable, the undefeated, one and only Sarah Mash.
I'm going into a boxing ring or something. Oh, thanks, Gediminas. Hi, guys. Welcome to the call. So, quite a lot to get through today. So hopefully we can keep you hanging on in there to the end. I'm going to really focus this call on showing you guys how to make more money retailing the product. We had a real massive focus on recruiting people last month. Well done to all of you that joined the recruitment bootcamp challenge. I think there was over like 30 of us in there, and we'll be announcing some winners who managed to be accountable in that group. And there's going to be two winners, two prizes of a £30 gift voucher, which Gediminas is going to announce at the end. So because we did focus heavily on recruiting last month, I really want to put our focus back this month, or for the first part of the month anyway, on selling products, because at the end of the day, that's what this business is all about. It's about retailing. And yeah, it's wonderful to offer this opportunity to others, and that is how we grow, and that's how so many of you guys are hitting the bigger promotions. But sometimes we just need to bring it back to the core, which is selling products. And the key to doing that is to build in a group. As you know, each month we run the Build and Grow Your Group competition, and I really had like a mixed bag of thoughts about the last competition we did, because some people added over like 1,200 people to their group, i.e. Terry, who won the competition, but there was other people that only added 10. And there was such a variance. I was like, my goodness, you can see who's working their group and who are not working their group. And so I just thought I wanted to bring it back to basics, give you some really good tips on how to grow a group. And I'd also like to bring in some people to talk about how they've grown their group and why they're so successful. So we're going to get Lee on the call after, because Lee's like my little superstar. He joined like under 2 months ago. He only had 3 friends on Facebook. He didn't even have a group. And he's grown his group, excuse me, to over 700 people. And some of the stuff Lee does is so unique that I want him to share that with you. So we've got Lee on the call after. And then also I'll be talking about another challenge that I'll be doing. And it will be linked to being accountable, and it will be linked to building a group. So this is going to be a real step-by-step guide on how to build a group. It will be bringing you guys back to basics. But I'm pretty sure you'll find it useful. So I have created some material for you guys to look through. I just hope I get the right ones in. So just bear with me whilst I add them in. I have had a little bit of a snoop on some of your groups, and Nick.
Sarah, you covered your mic.
Oh, I have had a little snoop on some of your groups and nicked some of your pictures. So I hope you don't mind that, but you know, we're all here to grow. So let's all grow together and share each other's content. Right, nearly there. I'm going to say as well, I've done a checklist, and there are spelling mistakes in it, because I've literally just whizzed this checklist up in the last half hour. So you have to excuse my spelling. And when I give it to you guys again, I'll make sure I've edited the checklist. So here we go. So firstly, this is the checklist that you guys were using initially to build your group. By the way, is my microphone okay now? Can you hear me? I'll assume that's a yes. This was the first checklist we used on how to grow your group, but I've developed another one that you can use alongside it. And the next one I'm going to show you really is a step-by-step guide. But first and foremost, you know, the most important thing for you guys to do is to schedule your posts every day. Now, we did that competition, and lots of you are learning how to schedule your posts. But for anybody who's new on this call, I'm going to guide you through again how to schedule your posts. Now, scheduling your posts is really important, because we want new content on our group every day, but that's not enough. You know, if you think that you're going to grow a business and make a big customer base by just popping 3 or 4 posts on every day, it's a fantastic start, but we need to really up our ante with engagement, okay, and building a proper community in our product group. So Facebook is really shifting away from its timeline, and it wants us to create these groups and to have a community, but we need to create that interaction, and it happens over time. You know, Lee's built this up over 6 to 8 weeks. Terry's built hers up over a month, but she's been continuous, talking to customers and asking them to be a part of her group as well. So it's almost like you make that group, or you make the customers in that group feel like it's their group, so they're part of it. So it's not just there for you to advertise a product, but it's there for you to be more interactive, okay? So I know I'm a bit extreme when I say add 20 to 100 new friends on your Facebook page every day, okay? If you only want to add 10 or 20, that's fine. I'm just giving you a range of where you'd feel comfortable with. So the first thing you would do is, when you add new friends on your Facebook page, make sure you're getting them onto your group page, send them a little message and ask them if they want a price list, okay? But this is the new checklist that I've devised, and you'll see this flashing up quite a lot whilst I'm doing the presentation. So we've just spoken about scheduling your product post, adding people daily to your friends list. Now, what a lot of you guys are doing is you're literally, you see this picture here where it says invite, you're just inviting people. It doesn't work. Firstly, you get into Facebook jail because you're trying to invite about 200 people and Facebook blocks you straight away, okay? But secondly, so many people are trying to build groups right now, which means they're inviting so many people on Facebook, and people are getting sick of these invites. They're not taking a blind bit of notice on them. So if you're only trying to build a group by clicking invite, it's not going to work, okay? What you need to do is this. So when you go into your group, excuse me, there's a little shield at the top of your group. Now that shield is like your tools menu bar. So if you click onto that, and then here, you'll see a little share button. So what I do is I then click on that share button, and then it enables you to add people to your group by sharing it to their messenger. So then you can share it to their inbox and you can start talking to them. So if you do it that way, you're going to have a much faster and a much better result, because then you're actually talking to somebody, and then you can tell them what you do, you can give them a price list, and you can literally just ask them to click on the links to come into your group. You'll get a lot better results if you do it that way. So something else that all of you guys are doing, but just remember to keep doing it. I love the raffles. I've just seen Kelly going live doing her raffle, and you know, she's so good at these now. When Kelly first started doing her live, she was like a bag of nerves, and she doing a raffle and having to go live because you need to announce the winner. It's such good practice for us to become more accomplished on going live, because you just become a natural at it, and Kelly's a natural at it. But again, it helps you to interact with your customers, and if they know you're going live every, let's say, Thursday night at 7 o'clock to announce a raffle, you start to build up consistency with people in your group, and that really benefits the algorithms on Facebook, because Facebook's watching what you're doing, but they're also watching the way people respond to your group and the way they react to your group. And if they see that people are coming on, looking at your page at a certain time every month or every week, so there's that consistency going, they're going to make sure that more people are looking at your group and that your group's more visible to them. So push yourselves out of your comfort zone and do some lives. So this is what Terry's been advertising in her page. It's like she's advertising a raffle. Quite clever, actually. What she's doing is she's adding her PayPal link to her raffle that she's advertised, and literally letting it sit on her page for a week. But people are looking at that and they're just going on and they're buying the raffle ticket without even having to ask her, you know. And then once a week she's going live doing a raffle. Here's the lovely Kelly here with her raffle an hour ago. And she had so many people watching her live. She had about 6 or 7 of us on. And the great thing about that is more people will see it after. And new people that you're adding to the group, they can see it, there's a real buzz and something fun going on, that they can win something. You know, so do make sure that you keep up the raffles. I'm assuming that Tina won that raffle, number 21. So well done, Tina, for that. So, right, what else can we do to grow our group? So publicly welcome all new members, and do this weekly within your group, and do it as a group post. So unfortunately, this doesn't work if you're working on your phone, but if you're working on a laptop, all you have to do is you go into this section here where you can see how many new people you've added. So as you can see on this picture here, 2 new members were added. So you then go to write post, and it allows you to welcome all of those people that you've added in that week onto a post on your group page, and you can write a message and they all get tagged in it.
Yeah,
You know,
it's sorry, Sarah, to interrupt you. It's a brilliant thing there because it catches people's attention, and you can always say, hey, welcome to all the members, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, sell something to them, you know, like put a link in your online shop or whatever, or do an offer of the week, or some people do like all new group members get, you know, 10% off or 20% on their first week orders. However, this button, it will create, like, it will tag them all automatically, but only up to 50 people. So make sure by the time, if it gets close to 50 people, do the welcome post and then let it again build up. Because if it goes over 50 people, then you'll have to delete some, because Facebook doesn't allow you to tag more than 50. Sorry to interrupt you, Sarah.
Yeah, that's a really valid point. And what Gediminas is talking about as well is calls to action. You know, whenever you're posting about something or doing something, you've always got to think, what else can I do to get a sale out of this? You know, because ultimately that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create as many opportunities for you to sell products as possible. And every post you put on Facebook, every thank you you put on Facebook, every picture you put on Facebook, it's all about trying to get a sale without it looking like you're trying to bombard people with selling posts, because people get so hacked off if all they see is you putting a post on your group or your Facebook page about selling a product. But this is quite a clever way to do it. It's like subliminal marketing, and it works because when people see other people buying, they copy, you know. So I don't think we're doing enough of this, and I think we're really, really kind of like missing out on lots of opportunities and lost sales. So let's be grateful for our customers, and every time they buy something, drop them a message and just say, I'm really thankful that you bought something from me. I'm trying to grow my group. Be humble. You know, they all know what you're trying to do. They know it's a new business you're trying to build up. You know, be humble and just say, would you mind helping me grow my group? I know you like that product that you bought. Would you mind putting a post on that on my product group? This is so powerful. You know, Lee does this a lot. And well, you all do it. I'm talking about Lee just because Lee's speaking after. But when somebody sees that on your product page, it edifies what you do, okay? And it reinforces the fact that the products are good. Because if customers are talking about how good your products are, then they're good. There's nothing more powerful than a referral post, because we can tell people our products are amazing till we're blue in the face. But until you've got customers saying it, people won't believe you. So, you know, here's a few examples. And actually it's so nice. Look, orders are received in an hour. I mean, that is perfect customer services. That's what I call express delivery. And thanks for giving me the name of the unknown perfume. I kept smelling and felt embarrassed to ask people what it was wearing, but I'll be definitely ordering more. You know, it's just positive. People are reading that post when you add them to your group. Here we go, we've got another one. It takes them 2 minutes to do, and you are going to get a lot more out of that. So what else can we do to grow our group? So like I said, thank customers for their orders with this is what I do a lot. So this is slightly different, but every time a customer buys something from you, you post about that product on your wall and you thank them for their purchase. So even before you've got it sent out to them, you know, get yourself into a little bit of a routine. And as soon as they've bought something, Harry, trying to get in on the action, as soon as they've bought something, say, look, thanks for your order, Jade. Flower Bomb and Creed, I was doing a deal here, it was at the end of month, but Flower Bomb and Creed at bargain prices on its way, okay? So straight away, I'm really advertising about that perfume, you know, but it looks like I'm just thanking my customer. But once again, there's more activity going on. People can see what Jade's bought. Jade's obviously going to comment, say how much she loves it. And it just gets it going again in your product group. So it doesn't just look like you're posting. It looks like you're thanking your customers for what you're doing. Right, okay. Number 7, private message your active customers and ask them to add their friends. Now, obviously you're going to have people in your group that might not be that interactive with you, and you can work on them and you can, get them involved. But I think for the best results, you need to start with the customers that are actually your active customers and that are quite responsive to you. Drop them a message and just ask them if they wouldn't mind adding 5 people to your group, 1 person to your group, 10 friends of theirs to your group. Because then as they add those friends in, you just follow that routine again, So their friends come into your group. You know that once a week you're welcoming new customers in that group welcome post. You also know that you're probably going to give your new customers a welcome to the group message and a price list, and you're going to turn that person into a customer. So you're just doing that cycle. You're repeating and you're duplicating, and eventually your group is going to grow and grow the way Terry's is growing, with over 1,300 people now in a month. Lee's got 700 people in a month. That's what they're doing. They're doing it consistently. Okay, number 8, run a competition and ask members. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to give you an example of what I've done to show what you can do. So this actually wasn't about building my product group, because I'm trying to build up my women's empowering group, but it's the same concept. So look, drop them a message. Thanks for joining my group. Be humble. Would you please help me grow it and share this link to your friends who might like to join it? They're just going to say yeah. They're gonna help you and grow the group. Okay, where were we? Got messed up here. Okay, so run a competition and ask members to add their friends, and the person who adds the most gets a gift. So I've seen a lot of you guys doing this, and it seems to work. Sarah Barber's done this, and this is why 2 months running she's come runner up to growing a group. But it's still fantastic. She added over 400 people last month. So she runs a competition. The person who adds the most people to the group, and not just invites, they have to actually join the group, they win a perfume. Who's going to say no to the chance of winning a perfume? If you do this, make sure you're a bit organised, okay? Because if you're running this over like 2 weeks, you need to keep on track every day of who's adding people to the group. What else? This is a great idea, and I have to give credit to Terry for this one. Loyalty reward card. Absolutely love this idea. So here we go. Terry, as from tomorrow, my loyalty card scheme will be up and running. So excited. There's so many reasons why I love this. Firstly, customer loyalty is key. Okay, so maybe you could even make the cards yourself. So every time somebody buys a bottle of perfume, they get a stamp, and perhaps when they buy 6 bottles of perfume, you can give them a perfume at a discounted price or a gift. You decide, it's your business. You decide how much you want to give away or how much you want to make, etc., etc. But the concept's there. The reason I like this is because you're not the only person selling FM World perfumes, okay? And the business is growing, not daily. More people are joining the business daily, and it's always going to boil down to how you make your customers feel, because they can go somewhere else and buy that product. But if you're doing a loyalty card, and if that person has already got 3 stamps, but then gets invited to somebody else's perfume group, which has got, not our team, but somebody else who's selling the perfumes, Why are they going to buy a perfume from that person when they know that if they buy that perfume from you, they'll get another stamp and eventually get a free perfume? I think we should all do this. Love it. So well done, Terry. Absolutely love that idea. And number 10, post a link to your group on your personal wall or ask a friend. So, you know, all these tips I've given you so far are how to grow your group within your group. We kept it quite contained. But once in a while, there's nothing stopping you from, like what Debbie done for me with my other I Am Woman group. There's nothing asking friends just to share your link to your group on their page and say, join my friend's page, she sells amazing perfumes. Join my friend's page, she sells great weight loss products, etc., etc. So, you know, we all know about the power of referrals. Any of you guys that was on the recruitment boot camp last week, when you asked your friends to post a picture and a message about your business, you were recruited from it. So you'll do the same with this. You'll manage to get people into your group, or you put it on your page as well. So 10 simple steps for you guys to grow a group. Don't forget, consistency is absolutely key. And being accountable is the easiest way for you to be consistent. So I'm going to be doing another competition. I'll announce it in our group. And it's going to be for anyone who really does want to be accountable and wants to grow a group. And every evening, we're all going to be in this group, and you need to show me what you've done. So you need to write down that you've sent 10 friend requests, or you've scheduled your posts, you've invited people into your group, you've done a raffle. And I'll run this for a week. And if you remain accountable, I'll be running another competition and you'll win a £30 gift voucher. So on that note, my voice has lasted 23 minutes and it's going. So I think this is time to open it up for the amazing Lee to talk about his success in his group. And then after that, Gediminas is going to announce the winners for the recruitment bootcamp. So if we open this up, I'm going to stop sharing these slides. And are we actually going to see Lee's face? I'd love to see your video, Lee, if you could come on with your video. Might need to unmute you as well, Gediminas, if you don't mind.
Yeah, done that.
Lee is in the house.
I'm here.
See him.
I'm here.
Hang on. Good. Can we actually see your face?
Mate?
We can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. All right, we'll just hear your voice then instead, Lee. We did want to see you, but it's absolutely fine.
I don't know if you can see me.
No, we can't see you. Don't worry. I just want to quickly welcome Lee. Most of you know Lee. Lee joined the business about 8 weeks ago. 4 friends on his Facebook page. Didn't have a group. And he's grown it to date. How many people in your group, Lee?
Nearly 700 now.
Nearly 700 people. Okay. How have you? What's your tips? You know, give us your takeaways. How have you managed to grow that group from 0 to 700 in
I'll just
7 weeks?
I look after the people that order. Like, I let them know what time their delivery's coming. I'll tell them, like, obviously I'll offer them a good product.
Yeah.
Like we all know. Do you know? And everyone that's ordered off me loves the stuff we're ordering. Do you know?
So when somebody orders from you, what do you do?
As soon as I get the date they're going to get a delivery, I'll let them know the time it's coming. Like, I'll text them and I'll say to them, are you going to be in? If not, I can leave it to your neighbour. I can leave it, like, safe. Do you know? And then...
Right, so I'm just going to elaborate on this so the other team understand. What Lee does is he doesn't get orders sent to his house and repackage them up and send them out.
I don't do it the normal way.
You get them sent directly from... So say if somebody orders a perfume, he'll go online, won't you, Lee, and you'll order it to their house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what Lee does is, what do you do with the phone number? You make sure it's your phone number in the delivery
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
And then what do you do?
I look after them. I say to them, it's going to be there at like 12, between 12 and 1. And then I say to them, are you going to be in? They say yes or no. And then I get them to leave it safe or to a neighbour, so they don't miss out.
Lee's just taking it to a real different level. So he just basically looking for reasons to keep in touch with that customer. You know, those small little those small little touches.
Because I'm charging them £6.
Yeah.
They need, like, obviously they've got to be looked after a little bit more than what other people are doing.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're also good at asking people to add their friends to your perfume group.
Yeah, I do. Like, everyone that, as soon as they've received their delivery, I'll say to them, like, how have you found this? They say, I love it. And as soon as they say, I love the stuff, I say to them, can you tell your family and friends? And they go, yeah, it's brilliant. And that's how I built the group up. That's how I built the group up.
So can you just talk us through how you do your competitions to get people to add people to the group? What's your process, your tactics?
Like what you said earlier, Sarah, I'll say to them, like, whoever adds the most, whoever adds the most wins a free bottle of perfume. And out of that, I'll get like sort of 50, 60 people a time. And like you said earlier,
being added. Yeah.
I started off with like 10 people. Do you know, nothing.
Yeah. And so then those 50 people that have been added to your group, you then privately message them.
Yeah, and then they add other people.
Okay. So you think it's just a process Lee's doing. It's just repetition. It's so simple. But what Lee does is he's consistent with it. You know, he doesn't just blast it once a week. You know, he does it daily. And this is what this business is about. Even if you can only dedicate half an hour to your business, you need to be consistent with it or it's not going to work. So well done, Lee. He's also recruiting off the back of this. You know, Lee doesn't really actively recruit, but because women are seeing him in his group selling perfumes, when people see you making money, they will want to join your business. You know, because if they see you selling perfumes, the recruitment will come. If you tell them you're making money, they won't believe you until they see it. You know, so that's why I think let's get back to basics and let's have a real week or two of building up that customer group again. So on that note, I'm going to open up to Gediminas because we're going to announce we're going to find out who's won this recruitment boot camp, aren't we, Gediminas?
Absolutely.
We've got some money to give away here. So over to Gediminas now.
All right. So guys, was this amazing training or what? Like, this was on fire, right? And Sierra with her, you know, voice and everything, she's still, you see how dedicated she is, you know, to you guys. And there's so many great ideas here. So definitely you'll be able to use in your business for sure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Right. Let me go to this. Okay, so we've got a random name picker here. So we had a lot of people in the first boot camp. Really congratulations to all of you, you know, who participated in this boot camp, because again, it's, you know, it shows that you're serious about growing your business. And I know Sierra will be running another one very soon. So I highly recommend you to actually jump on the next time Sarah does one, because I'm sure she will start charging money for it. You know, it's that good. So so make sure you join in while it's still free. So so we have a list of people here. You can see all of the people who actually participated and were accountable and did the tasks that Sarah asked. Right, so there were during the 7 days boot camp, there were 79 new recruits from the people who were in this recruiting boot camp. So guys, if you want to start growing your team, you need to be on the next bootcamp and follow the steps. You know, there's no magic. Everybody asking, you know, what's the secret? What's the secret? There's no secret. Just follow what Sarah is teaching. It's just simple activities on a daily basis, and you'll get these results. Okay, so we've got 2 gift cards. I think you can buy what, I don't know, where can you spend these gift cards, Sarah?
There's in over 150 outlets, from Primark to Argos to Asda to.
Can you use it with FM?
Unfortunately not. It's the only place you can't use it is FM, unfortunately.
Cool. Awesome. So Sarah kindly actually bought one of these gift cards for you, and then I felt bad, so I bought another one. So we're gonna go ahead and get you guys these gift cards. So can we have a drum roll, please? Pick a random name. So the first winner is